Hey guys, Matt here. So I haven't made a Gevo video in a while, and that's obviously because there hasn't been a whole lot of news coming from the company. Now, there was the recent bit of news talking about the recent grant with the USDA, but I don't think that's really important as far as what I'm interested in, as far as what investors are interested in. I mean, their investors are mainly focused on the progress of Net Zero 1. Right now, the biggest piece of news affecting Gevo is the stock price. And I want to talk about the stock price, and I want to segue into my feelings on Gevo for the time being, what I'm doing for the stock, my feelings on the company going forward. So as you can see, Gevo is getting close to 52-week lows yet again, which means it's getting close to all-time lows again, which also means that there is a good chance, depending on how the market continues to go, that it could break $1. And for the short term, there is nothing that Gevo can do about it. The gist of the matter, just to keep the video short, is that there are two outcomes for Gevo over the next few years. As you guys may know, they are building the Net Zero 1 plant, which is set up to service a bunch of customers that have already signed on with agreements. These are big name companies like Delta that have pledged money to Gevo for SAF, and the only thing Gevo has to do is build the Net Zero 1 plant. And assuming that gets built, they are expected to get $2.3 billion in revenue and $1.5 billion of EBITDA annually. That is a huge increase from what they're making now. That's the thing, though. It may sound like this is money on the table and all Gevo has to do is pick it up, but they're not picking it up. As recently as last year, the company said that Net Zero 1 was supposed to be under construction this year, so like now. But, as you guys probably know, they've been pushing it back. And the last word we got is that they're pursuing the DOE loan application in order to fund the Net Zero 1 plant. And I gotta say, to Gevo's credit, they probably didn't account for the economy being the way that it is now. Back in 2019 and heck, even 2020, they probably didn't expect things to be this bad for this long. Heck, just look at the Fed. If the Fed didn't expect this, you can't blame anyone else for not expecting it. So, yeah, I can't hold it against Gevo too much that they're still working out funding, but the way it stands now, the loan application is expected to take 9 months, and after that, they're talking 24 to 30 months once construction starts. So we're looking at 2026 for the release time. So between now and 2026, the most I can expect from Gevo is, okay, we're working on financing. Okay, we're working on financing. Yes, we finally got financing. So as long as I hear that, I'm good. Now, hopefully, the other thing is, these contracts with these companies are dated. They're expected to happen on certain years. And we're already getting reports of Gevo having to renegotiate certain contracts. And I hope that doesn't continue. Heck, according to this article, if you can believe them, it might even be 2027. And you can see here, they didn't really name the airline, but yeah, they're already having to renegotiate timeline. So unless the economy suddenly turns around, which is unlikely, or Gevo surprises us with an early completion of the DOE loan application, for the time being, we're just going to have to sit here and suffer the increasingly low stock prices. Now, one thing I do want to add is that I have about $8 or so grand invested in Gevo. Just check my last portfolio update, which is, don't get me wrong, if I lose that amount, that's, it's terrible, but it won't break the bank. Not at all. And what I'm trying to say is I don't have anything invested in Gevo that I can afford to lose, or that the money I have invested in Gevo is money I'm not going to need for the next few years. So yeah, with Gevo, don't invest money that you can't afford to lose, and also be prepared to wait. I mean, the two options are, I mean, Gevo already has the customers. They either build the Net Zero 1 plant and then eventually, and we start making the money, or they don't, and in which case we lose. But anyways, take care, have a great day, and eat your vegetables.